Hey everybody, Kat here. Welcome to the channel. It is Sunday morning. We're going to be talking about the Prince and Princess of Wales, William and Catherine. They've been quite busy lately leading up to the Christmas season. Catherine last week had her carol service at the cathedral. She had lots of headlining stars participating in the service. All kinds of people invited, notedly this time families of the victims of that horrendous knife attack against the little kids at a dance class in the sun. Terrible. But she has, between then and now, had met with the families and talked to them and this kind of thing. And so they were invited, among other people, of course. And this is the fourth year that she's been doing it. It's becoming a tradition. Much like the King's Speech is a tradition. Previously, Queen Elizabeth, the Queen's Speech, Christmas Day, where the monarch addresses the public in a televised speech, and that is kind of the highlight of the Christmas, seeing them at church on Sandringham on Christmas morning. These are the kind of visible public things that the monarch does at Christmas. Here's Catherine just doing this big concert. It's taken off. Everybody wants to be a part of it. You see the Wales is front and center, the whole family. Those are the visions you get at Christmas. Her and William and the kids. They had it, I think it was Friday night, and it's going to air on TV sometime, I think around the 17th or 18th, something in there, of December in Britain. They're going to air it just before Christmas. So it's a big deal. Something people are looking forward to. A future queen having her whole own Christmas program. And William, well, we've been following him for a while, and his advancement onto the world stage as a statesman, as a monarch, really. I've said for a long time, and if you've followed me at all, I've got a whole playlist called King Charles III, Life Imitating Art. And the premise of it, and I started this over 2 years ago before we knew about the King's illness or anything. I've been saying that a very short reign, maybe just a couple of years, and could it be there will be an incident that basically would bring down the king, something as a seminal event. I just did a video a couple of days ago that would turn the public, possibly the government, against the king. Something perhaps he would or wouldn't do, and public opinion, and William would step in and basically force his father to sign an article of abdication and step down for William. That William would basically push his father off the throne. And I've been kind of playing with this premise for a couple of years now, and it seems to me that it's falling into place even without the cancer diagnosis. Now you can say, well, if this would come to pass, what would it look like? Perhaps it would look like the king, for health reasons, and I can't really fulfill what I want to do, so I'm going to step down and William can take the reins. So it could look like the cancer was the reason that he would have to step down, even though there might be a deeper issue. We know there's no love lost between William and Camilla. Even, I mean, in public, yeah, they have to play the game. And they have to appear sociable and all of that with each other, right? They have to do it. But William knows what Camilla, he knows what his mother went through. He knows how Camilla gaslit her. Camilla was not a good person. I don't really have a whole lot of respect for her, no matter the good stuff she's done since then. Okay, well, yeah, but you ruined somebody's life. You ruined children's family, and, wow, and now they're supposed to bow to you? So I don't think, and I think that, in the case of Catherine, and this year, she says, has been a struggle for her, but here she's come out back on top. In time for Christmas, just about a year to the day, and her big splashy Christmas concert. What's Camilla got going on that's gonna air? The King's got the King's Speech. Fewer and fewer people tune into that these days, but you can bet everybody's gonna watch Catherine's concert, right? That's where the attention is going. We had a really good example of this kind of attention going to the Waleses, that they are starting to emerge. Like I said, it would start to become apparent who's actually running the show. And now, I mean, just yesterday, we had the reopening of Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris after, what's it been, 6 years or something, after that terrible fire, and they had to just renovate the whole darn thing. Well, there was a huge service. World leaders were there. Trump was there. Every leader in the world lined up to shake his hand and have a moment. Trump is back. He was the main attraction. It was really quite something to see. But something else you saw when William came in. Oh my. The deference to him, everybody stopped and everybody wanted to shake his hand. When it got to Trump, William and Trump actually sat down together for a few minutes. Nobody else got a chance to, sit down with him. I think this is very interesting that they've had a meeting for various reasons, especially because of the, Harry and Meghan and their liberal lefty machinations about controlling the internet and carbon credits and everything else that they're into, those two crazy people. But, with Trump in power now, and if Trump is allying with, well, of course Trump is he's gonna go for the important person, right? Anyway, he's not even gonna pay attention to Harry and Meghan, but, now in the royal family, he's gonna work with William, not with the king. I mean, technically, yeah, he'll have to work with it, but the real stuff, he'll have to do the public appearances and stuff with the king. But he'll be working with William behind the scenes because he knows that William's going to be the king soon, and this is the guy that they need to work with. He also knows that William will be receptive to things because you've got the Harry and Meghan problem over here that Trump can say, we'll take care of it. I don't think. I kind of don't think that they're going to deport him, especially now, like with Trump, because William's going to say, oh God, don't bring him back here. We don't want him back. Then I have to deal with it. And what do I do with the guy? I think the two of them are going to strike some kind of deal, some kind of offer to Harry to kind of neutralize him. Something he can't say no to, right? I think this is in the works, and it'll solve the Harry problem, Meghan problem for both of them. Now, wouldn't it be interesting if that cross-links to yet my other playlist, The Time Loop, which is all about the kind of correlation through a generation of events surrounding Harry and Meghan and the Duke and Duchess of Windsor all those years ago, Wallace and Edward. Wouldn't it be interesting if an element of that also plays into this? Because I've said before what I thought a way to kind of neutralize the couple would be to offer them a position perhaps somewhere, in the past, what they did with Edward and Wallace, they made him the governor of the Bahamas and they sent him off there. I mean, it caused nothing but trouble, but I'm just kind of thinking, wouldn't it be interesting if a solution somewhat similar to this came about and was offered to Harry and Meghan? Let's say, between Trump and William, they cut some kind of a deal so that Harry and Meghan save face, but they're out of everybody's, way, at least for a while. That'd be just crazy if everything came together like that. So here's what we've got on the go. What we've got on the go is more of an emergence of William taking center stage, which I said I think is going to happen, and I think we're getting ever closer to that moment. We're also seeing things kind of really unraveling for Harry and Meghan, to the point that should they be offered some kind of get out of jail free card, some kind of a deal that's been hatched between William and Trump, it could all come together. Things are getting interesting, and we'll have to watch and wait and see what happens. But I would like to know what you think about all this. Leave me a comment, like and subscribe, hit that notification button, and share this video. And we'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.